What's up? Welcome back to the channel. Got a few things to talk about. I got an idea. Okay. This is more of a challenge. Okay. Still trying to figure out how to set up this damn camera. I've only been doing this for a while. Right. Should have figured out by now. But the $500 challenge. The $500 challenge. What do you mean the $500 challenge? What is this $500 challenge? Well, it's simple. Crypto is a big space, right? And DeFi is a space within the crypto world, right? When I first started in Drip, I had no idea what I was doing. I don't even know to this day what DeFi is completely, other than that it's high risk, high reward, or low risk, low reward. It can be anything. Drip is what I got into and thought that I was only going to do that. And then over time, I started looking more into it, and I got in on the farm. We're getting ready to get in on Piston, and who knows what else we're going to get in on. But I got in around $500 after everything was said and done with Drip, right? We've reimbursed ourselves. Then I added some more of my capital and got in almost another $500 on the animal farm. When you look back at it, reimbursed ourselves, right? All in all, I'm whole, and then a little bit some. And by no means have I sat here and bought new things and spent money on trips and everything. The money that I've pulled out has paid a couple bills, minor little things. It's bought me a cheap-ass plane ticket to Vegas for a bachelor party that we're going to. And made a couple payments on a phone, brand new phone. All in all, I've pulled out probably about $2,000. And I've reimbursed myself my initial amount of money, right? With just Drip and a little bit of the animal farm. Now, we all know the animal farm is tied up right now. It's paused, and we'll get into that a little bit later in the video. But I was sitting there earlier today eating lunch / breakfast / lunch, and something came to my mind. I thought, all these projects are popping up, these forks, these clones, these copycats to Drip. And we all know Drip in itself isn't an original idea. It has a lot of original tokenomics or practices on it. But there's always going to be someone out there copying a code, copying a product, and trying to improve on it and call it their own, right? And that's fine. Innovation. That's all it is innovation. I don't have a crystal ball. This little microphone, as much as it's shaped like one, I can't sit here and tell you what isn't going to be here in 6 months and what isn't going to be developed with shady intentions, right? I can't. This is the space you play in when you're in crypto, and more so DeFi. And again, this is all my opinion, right? Keep in mind, none of this is going to be ever financial advice, anything but more than my opinion. But I thought to myself, okay, there's a lot of people that want to make a buck one way or another, right? I would love to find the one project or the 5 projects that work, put some money into it, and then sit around a year later and not have to ever go to a job ever again. But reality of it is, it's impossible to do that. Some people get lucky. Some people have their fingers in so many different things that eventually some's bound to hit. But that takes a lot of time. And for me, this is just a hobby. So now that I've taken all my initial money and put it back in my pocket, I thought to myself, how do I move forward, right? How do I try new things without risking physical pocket money, right? Actual capital that I have. Because there's a lot of uncertainty right now with a lot of things, right? So it's better to play with play money than it is with your real money, right? So I thought to myself, there's these new projects coming out. We got Piston, right? Here's a little teaser of something else. Something called Golden Goose. I'll get to that in a minute. We're Splash Network, which we've all been calling Splassive. I'm just calling it a Splash Network. It's a little easier for me to pronounce. We've got... there was another one coming out here. There's something with elephant money. We won't look into that one right now because it's not. It's another project, but not really sure if it's like close to Drip or not in terms of how it works and everything. But I thought to myself, okay, what if we got in on all these projects? How are we going to get in? And I thought, $500? But it's not my $500. Well, it is, it isn't. It's not out of my pocket, right? It's not something I clock in every day and earn, or I sell and earn a commission on. No, this is $500 that's paid off of these projects, right? So what I'm going to do is every time I get in on a project, and I'm open to ideas, right? I'm not going to jump in everything, but it's going to be the $500 challenge. I'm going to use $500 from a project that's working to get into a new project. And I feel good about it if it were to go south, because it's not out of my pocket. And at the very opposite of that corner, it could be like, damn, made some money off of it. And at the worst, and the other end, it's like, well, shit, there goes 500. But it's not out of your pocket, so it's really not 500. Okay, that's how I'm approaching this, right? And obviously, we're 95% of the way there with Piston. Okay, let's backtrack a little bit. What is Piston? Okay, so Piston came about. I found out about it two ways. The very first way was in our private Facebook group where I joined Drip, a local where I live Facebook group that a buddy of mine runs. Actually, it doesn't even range as an admin there. But he used to talk about Drip forever, right? And then finally got in on Drip. Everyone was talking about Drip. Finally got in on Drip last weekend of November. And here's where we're at on Drip, okay? We'll get into the stats a little later, hopefully. This might be a long video, by the way, but we're at 156 deposits. I got in with about 10 freaking coins, all right? We can go back at the videos and look at it later, but we got in around 10 coins, right? So, fast forward to about a month ago maybe. Yeah, it was a month and a half ago, because there was some stuff that went down with the team that developed this. And we'll briefly touch on that. But in that Facebook group, somebody said something like, hey, y'all heard about Piston? No one batted an eye to it. I think I was the only person that commented. I'll look into it. And then, of course, the YouTube guy, the Drip Farm, Jonathan, Drip Farm community or whatever they call it, posted about it because the team behind Piston reached out to him. And then shortly after, there was that little ransom hack where basically, like, nobody's money disappeared, right, in that hack. It's just that somebody found a way to exploit the code and reset the timer. So whenever you had available balance, like, put it this way, I have $28 here. Because someone airdropped you something, they could like mimic and send you a fake airdrop or something along the lines, and just reset that to zero. The money was still there, it was just a pain in the ass, and the guy who was doing it was basically like, give me a bunch of money and I'll not do it. So they were like, screw you, we shut it down. The only thing you can do now is withdraw. You can't compound in My Diamond Team version 1, right? You can only withdraw. You can withdraw 80% of your money here, but if you put it in My Diamond Team version 2, you get the other 20% in bonuses. And quite frankly, at 1.5%, I'm netting a few bucks a day, right? Which is crazy, but I can only pull out another $32 that I've reimbursed myself. And I've actually put it back into the My Diamond Team version 2. Just because I'm going to use this as a platform, because a lot of these projects are running on Binance Smart Chain, so you need Binance Coin or Binance Smart Chain Coin to run the gas fees. So as you can see, I'm using that to build this up, so hopefully I can produce a few bucks a day to help pay for the gas fees, which goes to the $500 challenge, right? Okay, so anyways, fast forward, and then that little hack thing happened, quote unquote hack, I don't know, whatever, and now My Diamond Teams, they're so far they haven't hit any other walls yet, right? And they haven't had any other flags, right? Red flags. I'm starting to see a lot more YouTube. Let's see here. Let's see if it's at. There was, I know he had something. I'll just go to my to the Telegram here in a minute, but I'm starting to see bigger YouTubers talk about this stuff, right? So we went down the road, and because of the whole hack thing, they split it up into 3 pre-sales. There's only supposed to be 2 pre-sales. The regular whitelisted pre-sale, which you had to deposit 0.5 BNB into the My Diamond Team version 1, and then the regular public pre-sale before the actual sale on the 3rd of the 1st or whatever. But because of that whole hack, they ended up making 2. Anybody that automatically was in here with the 0.5 is automatically whitelisted. Anybody here that's in there with 0.5 is automatically whitelisted, except for, and this is big, today is the last day to get whitelisted for the pre-sale on the 28th, which is tomorrow. However, unlike here where you're guaranteed as long as you're whitelisted, you get your up to $400 worth of the product. Here, you can get $400, but it's first come, first serve. So, let's go back to the Telegram real quick. And I don't even know. Here we go. There is $530,000 available in tomorrow's pre-sale, okay? That's going to go by like that. So I'm not even like trying to get in there because I'm already in there at the 400. I'm just going to wait for the next pre-sale on Tuesday, which won't have, which you don't have to get whitelisted. It's still 10% discount. But there's only going to be 200 in there, which is fine. 200 is still fine compared to the 5, yeah. This is just what's left over. This will be harder to get, right? But I don't want to deposit $200 into my Diamond T version 2 to get an opportunity to buy when I could just save that money and wait for it. And if I can't get it on the 29th, then we'll just wait for the public sale. Realistically, we only need another $100, right? Because it's a $500 challenge, right? So, anyways, I went off on a tangent there. The whole goal for me is to take that $500 and multiply it to produce it, to reimburse myself the $500 so I could put it into something else. I'm eyeing other projects, right? Splash, I don't know. It's just the price is already like $40-$50 a coin. It's kind of $500 doesn't take you that far, right? Compared to these new ones. But at the same time, it went from the $2, $3 launch to $50 in like no time. There's so many different ways to play this, but for me, whatever project I'm in, I want it to get me my $500 back and push that forward and keep going. Now, that leads to the next part. We get in all these projects here in the next couple months with the $500 challenge. I'm hoping to get at least 2 or 3 out of them, if not more. But again, we're not going to jump into everything. We're definitely not going to, I'm definitely not going to jump into all these ones that are on different networks. Just because then it's a little more convoluted when you got to add the new network, like the Avalanche network, and you have to make sure you have enough for the gas fees there. Some are on Ethereum, and it's just harder to move the money around, right? So if it's Binance Smart Chain, I'm more likely to get into it because I'm already established in it. And you do whatever you want, right? This is just I'm documenting what the frick I'm doing, right? So I just want to see, as an experiment, how many projects I can get in with the cornerstone being drip. And twofold, the second part of that, how many projects are going to be around in 6 months compared to drip? Because drip, I'm pretty sure will be. I don't have a crystal ball again. But if I were to bet anything, I'd bet on drip, right? Everything else is high. Everything's high risk, but if anything's higher risk than drip, it's definitely all the other projects that come after drip because they're clones, they're forks or whatever they call them. I don't even know where the word fork came about, but they're clones, right? They might change a few things, right? They might be genetically enhanced, but there's a few things that change, like Golden Goose, right? This one I just heard about this morning. I have no idea on what it, of course you can't even read that. So they're going to pay 1.5 versus 1%. Cool. That's what they're going to do. Total supply of 1,000 or 1,000,000. They're not going to burn any more. They're going to burn coins, something like that. Staking fees are the same, as well as the buy and sell. It's just 0% fee on compound. That's huge, right? Because drip has 5%. Piston's going to have 5%. Every project that comes out is different in some way. Like I said, someone's going to make something based off something that's already working and try to improve on it. Hey, that's their MO, right? They're not wrong, right? No one has a patent on this stuff. Forex didn't have a patent on drip, but he took what didn't work on bankroll or flow or whatever they called it and made it work with drip. And I know what you're thinking. Well, it's not working no more because the price is at $29. Or sorry, price is at $33. You can't say it's not working because for a year it worked, and the people that are saying it's not working right now are the people that got in unfortunately when the price was higher and they didn't get as much drip. You gotta remember, the whole goal is to get money out of it, right? I put $500 in there. In 15 days, I'll have that $500. You put $500 in here today, it'll take you 100 days. Well, why 100 days? Well, because your $500 isn't going to net you a full coin. You know what I'm saying? It's only going to net you 15 coins. You get 1% daily. 1% of 100 is $1, right? Or 1. It could be $1. I guess fit out on dollars. So it takes 100 days to get your full amount out, right? It's a time game. The reason drip is going to work again is because how many of those people that cashed out, that got in at $2, $3, the whales, the Stunner Breezes, the Wildman Cryptos, the Barter Town, all those guys that have hit the max, whatever, how many of those do you think aren't setting money aside to go back into drip when it already worked for them for a year? And instead of buying back in when it was $100 a coin, they're going to wait till it drops to where they're comfortable, which a lot of them are going to be here. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, how come they're not doing it right now? I got a theory on that, and it's just my theory. And it goes back to a comment, okay? Got all these things open here. This comment by Grow My Bitcoin. I'm worried for when pigs and dogs reopen. He didn't put the re, but that's what he meant. Will there be a massive dump incoming? Does anyone know what Forex looks like? I put way too much money in it. Haha, praying it all works out. Okay. I guess this other part. Anyways, this is the part that my theory comes in on. Now, we know Forex himself has teased and forwarded and said there's a lot of projects coming out, right? Let's see if we can find it. It's probably pretty hard, but we've got obviously the lottery stuff, right? We've got see. Yeah, the drip version of the scratch offs, which I'll get to the scratch offs in a minute. He teased the pancake swap thing, right? Look, the new UI is done. They just need to do the piggy bank, and they have a bunch of stuff that will focus on drip the next few days. So there is a lot of drip stuff coming up, right? In regards to this comment, my theory is this. Forex, let's just say Tuesday, right? Because it always happens on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's probably going to be Thursday, if I'm honest with you. But let's just say Forex goes, hey, all right, we're unpausing the contract, right? He's already said that if anybody that deposits fresh capital into the animal farm, which I'm assuming is either dogs and pigs, because it doesn't look like, well, you need dogs and pigs to manage that, so it's going to be that, gets an extra 15% bonus. We're not going to get into the 20% bonus that we never saw with the original farm, but let's just say that all goes through, right? When he announces that, which he already did, when he goes to unpause it, he also drops the snippets, the plans for drip, right? Why would he do that? Well, one, to help, because people are going to want to. There's a lot of people that are mad that their money's been locked up, right? By him doing it all at once, or throwing a massive bone to the dogs, all of us, no pun intended, we're dogs, about drip, it could really have a cascading effect where if people do pull out, some of those people will be like, oh, shit, drip's been working. I know the farm's kind of convoluted, it has ups and downs, but I really want to keep my money in the farm. I really don't want to leave Forex's project, and drip looks good, the price is good, I'm going to dump it into drip. Why would people do that? Because, oh shit, Forex said there's a pancake swap partnership, and this is the details of it. There's a lending protocol, there's the chain link. Whatever he says or whatever he points at, people be like, oh shit. And then you got capital moving back into drip, which is what it needs. It needs people to buy drip and lock it up, or it needs to burn coins. I mean, dude, if you want to throw us a bone and just zap 10,000 coins, we're all in it. I mean, 10,000 coins, zap 10,000 coins puts the price back up over $75. I'm cool with that. That's what I think could happen. And that also would help mitigate the big drop-off on the farm. But then again, there's going to be a lot of people that are smart and going, okay, the price is dropping. This got to be the bottom. Let me get in now, right? And then they'll throw money back in there, right? Into the farm or right back into drip. That's what I think would happen, is a very likely scenario happening, because that's the smart way of doing it. You know, leverage your announcements so that they make money. I mean, last week, just one tweet or Telegram post made the price go up. I mean, that thing went up, dude, to like, let's see if we can chase it. There's gotta be an easier way to maneuver this stuff. But we were in the 40s, right? Y'all remember that? Oh, guess we can't go past March 25th. We saw prices in the 70s, yo. We saw that. It is possible that one little bit of good news would make that go back up, because we've seen it. We've seen it time and time again. So that's what I think is going to happen when he unpauses everything. So, anyways, the golden goose thing, right? It's got its own thing. That there's a Telegram for it with 704 members. They don't have an official site yet. The site's going up supposedly this week. Very, very high risk. I'm not advocating people to join this or Piston or my Diamond team or Splash. If I get in on those, it's me getting in on them, right? Depending on how the referral systems work, I mean, I will have a system already, or I will be doing the referral, like accepting referral. I can't not accept referrals. If I put my buddy code on there, you use it. I can't sit there and be like approve or no approve. So I'm just going to throw it out there. But do not join my buddy code, expect anything in return, right? The only thing you should expect is, oh shit, if this dude bails, I should bail too. Because who knows, right? It's all high risk. But there's going to be teams out there promising a bunch of shit. I ain't going to do all that, because if the ship sinks, I'm going down myself. I don't want people saying, oh, you fucking dragged me down in there with you. Nope, I'm out. I'm on myself. But the buddy codes for everything is going to be in the description, right? I'm working on a way to free up my description boxes on my videos. More how-to videos, stuff like that, will be in here, right? So, Golden Goose, I'm not saying it looks promising. Piston looks a lot more promising based on their website. But that's nothing. Anybody can make a good-looking website, right? You don't even need a good-looking website. I mean, shit. No offense to Drip, it's kind of stale compared to the new website, right? But anyways, there are projects coming out. And for me, I want to get in with $500, and I'm going to try to recycle that $500 and recycle it so that I never have to touch it out of my pocket, so that my pocket is only a one-way street, aka incoming and not outgoing. That's my way of playing this game. So, a couple more things. What we talk about here? Oh, the scratch-offs. Okay. Don't know what I did there. The scratch-offs. Okay, what the hell is a scratch-off? Okay. So, y'all know the scratch-off tickets you can buy. You scratch off and there's a prize underneath. Okay, so Forex is launching that with, you can buy them with Drip, Dogs, and Piston. drip, dogs, and pigs. Now, there's still a lot that's unanswered. All we have is teasers on how it's going to work. But realistically, it sounds like the prizes are in BNB or BUSD or whatever, or pigs. Who knows, right? I don't even know. All I know is that this is coming out and it's a gambling thing, and people love to gamble, especially when it's freaking not their money because it's digital money that they're multiplying. What the number one question that I want answered, and I hope it is what I expect or what I want, is if I buy a ticket with drip or pigs or dogs, does that asset that I used to buy, does that dog get burned up? Does that pig get burned up? Does that drip get burned up? Because think about it. How do you make the value of something go up? If there's only ever 1 million drip, we need drip to be only 10,000 circulating so that everybody that's holding drip, their drip went from $33 to $30,000. See what I'm saying? Or, at the very least, there's a massive tax that goes back to the people that hold it. Whether, on drip, for example, when you buy a scratch off with drip, does that it either burns the drip, take it out of circulation forever, or it implies a big enough tax that goes directly to the faucet, therefore locking that drip up forever. That's how I would want to see this. So I'm really, really, really hoping, and there's nothing out there that says that's the way I've asked and been ignored. So, but obviously, nobody knows. If they did, they'd probably still ignore me because I'm a nobody. But that's what would make things super, super, super intriguing for me. And I know the question will be, are you going to buy these? I don't know. I mean, if I have an extra dog or pig to spare, or some extra drip to spare, why not? Give it a shot. It's gambling, right? What's the worst happen? You burn $33 of drip, assuming it costs you 1 drip. But that's what I'm expecting, hoping, would really, really want if it was on a wish list. A way for give these coins a utility, and burn them. Forex was actively burning 350,000 pigs at one time, because that's the way he set it up, right? But he did that 3 or 4 times, so that means to tell me there's millions of pigs out there. Well, there's only 1 million drip, so I'm cool with drip hitting 1,000. I'm cool with drip hitting $500. I'm cool with drip hitting $100 as long as I'm getting 10 drip a day, which I'm not. I'm only getting 1.5, but hey, in 6 months I'll be getting 10 drip a day, if not more. And same thing with Piston, man. It'd be so cool if drips at $300 a day, or $300 per drip coin, and I'm getting 10 of those, and then I'm earning another 10 Piston. Those are only at $20 or $30. You add it all up, you're still making enough money a day to where you're like, oh shit, yeah, I could live off this for a while, or I could put that somewhere else. So, let's see. I don't know what else to talk about, dude. Okay, so yeah, see these descriptions here, like this guy's Defi proof. This is what I want to look like. I want to clean up my description, right? I'll have my codes in there if you want to use them. But again, don't expect nothing out of it. Okay, I'm not giving y'all nothing, so that y'all don't blame me if it goes sideways. But also understand that I'm not putting any fresh capital in there. The only way I could see myself putting some fresh capital in there is if for some reason drip went down under $10, and it was like, okay, well, I mean, $1,000 up in there right now at $10, shit. But even then, I'd still be like, why'd it go down to $10, right? But you go through the groups, the chats, people that were in it in June and September last year, they're like, dude, we went up to $56 once and went down to $6. It happens, right? And we've gone up to almost $200. We've gone down as low as $33. I haven't seen it go lower than $33 since I've been in it. But it could happen. If it goes back down to $6, a lot of people are going to jump in. It's proven, right? It's proven that it works. So I don't see drip go anywhere. The others I'm excited for, but I'm still going to be kind of hesitant a little bit. It's in the back of my mind. That's why it's only house money. It's only house money, money you've regenerated from the wishy-washy, right? Wash one, wash it over, right? So I got nothing else to talk about, yo. I'm running out of ideas. That's all I want to talk about. I knew it was going to be a long video, but I just looked at the counter. It's 30 minutes. If you stuck with me for 30 minutes, good for you. I'm off to go unlock some guns in Call of Duty. I got nothing else to do. It looks like a beautiful day outside, but it's cold as shit, so I can't do nothing outside. So I'm going to go play video games like the loser I am. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Throw me ideas. If you like that $500 challenge, throw ideas, right? I'll look into it. Not saying I'll do them all, but one last thing. If y'all are developers and stumble upon this video, don't reach out to me. I'm not gonna plug your shit. I'm not gonna, promote your stuff, right? Like I said, my channel ain't built on that. Only thing I'm asking y'all to do is don't launch them all at the same time for my sake, so that I can spread out and get in on them. If you see Piston launching on the 1st or the 3rd, launch your thing on the 15th. Spread it out. Build a hype. Let people get the money, right? So they can bring it to your project. That's how you should do it. Everybody launching shit at the same time, you confuse the shit out of people, and people are gonna go where it feels safe and familiar. If Forex launches everything on the 1st and Piston launches on the 1st, a lot of people will be like, well, you know what? I'm going to stick with Forex. But if he does it on the 29th and then Piston does it on the 3rd, you got some time in between to make some money and move over. The Golden Goose, they launch on the 4th or the 5th. Piston does it on the 1st or the 3rd. I'd rather see a week in between. I'm just saying, it isn't a race, yo. The world ain't going to end that way. You don't got to rush it. And please do not screw people over.